Hey, astral beings. So people don't really realize like how much endurance and strength I truly have. This is just a story about some of my past. I was in a 6.5 year relationship with someone. We were engaged at one point, um, but this person, she was a narcissist, very emotionally and mentally unstable. Um, didn't really treat me that well. The best way to describe the relationship is like heaven or hell. This is how narcissists, really win. They treat you really, really well, and then they just then treat you like garbage. It's the flip and flop. And so I never knew what I was getting. Sometimes she was treating me very, very well, but then other times she was treating me like I was as good as a piece of garbage in the dumpster. Okay. And during that time period, there was many points in time where I had to literally take care of everything. There was she was basically a unicorn in medical standpoints, and we had to go to umpteen different doctor's appointments, hospital visits, and things like that. I had to pay for a good amount of them as well in some scenarios. And on top of that, she was bedridden a few times, couldn't really work. And so I was paying all the bills a few times in the relationship, paying literally all the bills, taking care of her, taking care of myself. We had 3 dogs and 4 cats and an iguana. I was taking care of all of them as well. Okay, taking the dogs out on 3 walks a day, all of them. Also making all of the meals. We're talking, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, possibly even snacks or dessert. Making all the meals, plus working and paying all the bills, and even cleaning the house on top of it. Okay, and I still did everything that I needed to do. I basically was the man. Okay, I did everything I needed to do to take care of, at the time, what I felt like was my family. And I did everything in my power. And even during those moments, I was battling through depression, anxiety, sleepless nights, not knowing if I could take care of my family because she wasn't treating me well. And that definitely didn't make it easier for me to take care of my family. That made it extremely harder, actually. She cheated on me umpteen different times, abused me, even physically abused me, okay? And I still made it out of there. I still did what I had to do, and eventually I did get out of that. And I found more of my worth, and I guess it's the word of the saying of the straw that broke the camel's back. Just too much had happened. I literally gave that relationship 110% of me, and I got the shit into the stick. And I still made it through, even through all the abuse and the tumultuous situations she had tried to put me through. She stole from me as well. Very bad things. I lost my dogs because of that. She stole my dogs from me. She stole money from me. She stole a lot from me. And I still made it through. But at the end of the day, once I finally got out of that, I realized, dang, like I was able to get through all of that, and I did it. Like, dang, and that's strength, that's power, that's endurance, that's resilience. And it made me see how I was. And that was a blessing.